Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of writing systems of equations. This is standard A.2I in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 30 of the 2019 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have two different lines here, and we need to find which system of equations best represent these lines. You see they intersect right here. Now it's not a point that we can just visually see. It's negative 2 point something as the x and 1 point something as the y, but this is our solution. So if we were to figure out what these x and y coordinates are, we could plug those into the equations for both lines and it would give us true statements. But in this case, all we need to do is just find two different equations. And it looks like they're in slope-intercept form. So it's going to be pretty easy. They've already given us the points. So let's start with this line right here. They've already given us x and y. Let's label them, right? That's x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. And the reason we're doing this is because we are going to be looking for the slope, which is the rise over run. Change in y over change in x, but we need to make sure we put our x coordinates and y coordinates in the correct order here. So my y2 is going to be 3, my y1 is 5, x2 is negative 1, and x1 is 1. All right, so negative 2 over negative 2. Interesting. So it's just 1. All right, so m equals 1, which means when we're writing it, we're just going to write x, because you don't have to write 1x. 1 is assumed. Now we need the y-intercept. It looks like a 4 visually, but let's just double check. Let's just do our point slope form. It's the y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. Let's use that point right there. So y minus 5 equals 1, which is pretty easy. X minus 1. So it's y minus 5. I just distribute this out, which means it goes away. X minus 1. All right, so I'm going to add 5 to both sides, and it is 4. Okay. So it's y equals x plus 4. All right, so that's my first equation right there. All right, y equals x plus 4. So I'm looking at j, and that seems like it's the only one that's there. All right, let's work on the second m and see if we get that y equals negative 2x minus 4. So it's the second one right here. We've got our 2 points. Let's label them x1, y1. Doesn't really matter which one is x1 and which one is x2, as long as they are with their y1 and y2 respectively. Okay. So my y2 is negative 2, my y1 is 4, x2 is negative 1, and then x2 is negative 4. All right, so we're going to get negative 6. Minus a negative 4 is actually a plus 4. So that's going to be a 3, so that is negative 2. All right, so check. That's what we wanted, right? So now let's do our point slope form. All right, so y minus, and let's just do that right there. y1 equals negative 2, x minus, let's see, that's supposed to be a 2, 1. All right. So y plus 2 equals negative 2x. That's going to end up being a positive there. 2x minus 2. Add, take away 2 from both sides. You get y equals negative 2x minus 4. All right, so there's our second equation. And yep, that's exactly what we needed. So our answer here is J.